right, everybody, welcome back to a lifetime of conversations,
A lifetime of precipitations.
of
No,
condensations.
that's not right. That's not right.
We-
I'll get it right one day.
Well, do you know what? If we do this long enough, it'll be welcome to a lifetime of constipation.
We're more than halfway there.
Yeah, no, that's bad.
Wait, thanks for making me feel really old, Rob.
Yeah.
All right,
Hey, we're not saying our names. You win.
I'm Rob.
No, too late. You've already taken the joy.
Everybody
out of
knows that I'm Rob,
that.
obviously.
Yeah, obviously. But you see how that's funny and we're actually laughing?
Yeah. Well, we turned a joke into even more of a joke, which was not really much of a joke.
Yeah,
to begin with.
but our laughing is genuine.
Oh, sure.
So that's
I don't fake laugh.
when I watch TV, I was noticing like
Fake laugh.
I was watching like the Family Feud,
Okay.
and Steve Harvey, and someone makes this corny joke, and his teeth
Yeah.
are just like as big as urinals, and he's smacking and falling. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, but
seriously?
if somebody was paying me like $500,000, I'll fake laugh all day long. I mean, I still got to work for it.
Yeah, I could fake laugh, but I don't need to like fall on the ground, kicking my feet up in the air like Arsenio Hall.
No, but again, they're talk shows, and they can see our faces, but you can hear it. I think anyway.
Yeah, it's just
No fake laughter here at a lifetime of precipitations.
Absolutely. And I noticed like on podcasts and radio, and do you know who's the worst of all? The biggest phony laugher of all. I mean, you don't have to sit there and think, but Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, but again, they're talk show hosts. I think it's different. They're paid by a big conglomerate to do that.
Yeah, but
like Jimmy, you're just not being funny enough. You've got to laugh at all of these people's stupid jokes, and he's like,
do you know?
Okay,
you want them
see
to
you,
laugh
asshole.
at people? Put people on that are funny.
Yeah, I
I mean,
people get so offended when something is not funny. Like, wouldn't you, as a comic, I want to know if it's not funny, because then you're like, oh, not gonna use that again,
right?
Otherwise, you just keep saying the unfunny shit, and everyone's like laughing at, and you're like, but it's funny. Like, no, they're just being polite. But that's not right. That's even worse than lying.
Yeah. Well, he'll have a musician on. Yeah, and some of them are funny too.
Yeah.
But some of them aren't.
They have good banter.
And then some of them aren't, and then he'll be laughing, and the audience will be like, "We have to laugh too," because obviously
the
they're
sign goes up. Well, they don't hold the sign anymore, but it's an applause sign.
Yeah.
And everybody looks up at the sign and does the fake clapping, which is
like they're seals, and then they throw little fish out into the audience and they catch them with their mouths.
So our motto here is no fake laughter here at a lifetime of condensation. There's so many ways to. I wrote down like 47 ways to screw up conversations.
And you didn't bring it?
I know. I most of them in my head, and I throw them out when necessary. Just for fun.
Thank God. I'm happy to hear that.
So what do you want to talk about today, Robert?
That is what I want to talk about. I mean, things that are on TV. I mean, just for a few minutes, I'm sure we'll go off on a tangent.
No, go for it, man. I don't care.
But like, do you ever notice like when you're watching the TV sitcom for all the years, you never see somebody sneeze?
Well,
People sneeze.
Not unless there's a reason. For if it didn't fit into the scheme of the show, sneeze. Like, I'm sick. Like, honestly, I get sick, which I haven't in a long time. I don't sneeze when I get sick. I cough. I get phlegm. You have a stuffy nose. But that's not. If I sneeze, it's because I went outside and the sun was too bright. I have actually what I think it's referred to as like photoreceptive sneeze reaction.
So do I.
Where like the light, any kind of bright light makes me sneeze.
Me too.
Or, you get pepper. Black pepper does it. Not cayenne, not fresh peppers, but black pepper specifically. Mostly powder ground, not coarse. Makes me sneeze every single time.
Really?
Yeah. If I have to fill a container at home, like, it doesn't matter if I tried a towel, I tried wetting my nose, I tried a million things, I'm going to sneeze.
Wow, that's kind of like onions. Like some people cry when they cut onions.
Yeah, I can't get past that either. I mean, you could wet the rag. You could put the rag over your face, wet your face a little with water. That helps a little.
Right.
Wet the onion, wet the knife, but
yeah, they say to put the onion in ice water. I've seen every single trick.
The knife being really sharp, that definitely helps. Type of onion matters. But yeah, once you're susceptible to a certain thing, I think. Yeah. So yeah, of course they're not going to sneeze.
I'll take an onion out of the bag, and I'll start.
Have we ever sneezed on this podcast?
No.
Because then we didn't have to sneeze.
Yeah, we didn't.
I mean, I've coughed a few times. I am a smoker. I can't really help that. And sometimes when I laugh too hard, my shortening lifespan has caught up to me a bit. It comes out in a cough. But if I had a sneeze, I'm just going to sneeze. I'm not fucking editing the sneeze out. Sorry, people.
Right. Because I'm going to say, God bless you.
And I'm going to say salute because I don't think I need blessing from a fake deity. But that's okay.
But do you know what? Do you know what the crazy thing is? Like when people sneeze and someone says, God bless you. What if it's like a serial killer or a child molester? A child molester sneezes and you look at him and you say, God bless you.
Yeah, but that...
No, not God bless you. Go to hell, you bastard.
Not only the fact that I don't believe in God.
No offense to all you out there.
But not...
Serial
no offense
killers.
to all you serial killers out there. But not for that fact. It just became something we do. So that's why I choose to say salute. In my family, we always said salute. My grandmother always said salute. It really just means in good health.
Yeah.
Right? Which is pretty much the same thing, just without adding the deity part, right? Because what would happen if you sneezed 200 years ago? There's no penicillin. You're probably going to die. You're going to need some help from God, right? Or what they thought. So I can understand why it's stuck, but we don't say it for the same reasons, I don't think.
Well, now a lot of people just say bless you.
Right. But they're still the same thing.
Yeah, and it doesn't make sense.
It's like shortening Christmas with an X.
Right.
It's still Christmas. It's just Xmas.
Now when someone sneezes, I just stare at them. And they look at me like,
hey, look at you.
Like,
what are you looking at?
with
I'm just
you?
waiting for the next sneeze.
Yeah.
There's never just one.
Okay, are you gonna finish your sentence now, Mr. Sneeze Along?
I'm just waiting to wipe off this.
Yeah. David wipes face.
I know. Sometimes it doesn't do it justice.
Yeah, or like if somebody burps, I hope you have a nice day.
Yeah, we don't say nothing for that.
Yeah.
The best you could do
Someone
is the person,
farts.
Wait,
Look both ways before crossing the street.
Now that's interesting. There you go. I'm going to take a side note on that. So when someone sneezes, someone else says, God bless you, or salute, right? But when you burp, you have to say, excuse me. How come I sneeze, excuse me.
Yeah.
Sneezes are way louder than a burp. The burp you can kind of hold back and low it down
and then
a
blow
little.
it off the side of your mouth.
You get silent but burpy. You can quiet it away. But a sneeze is hard. It's like, it's violent.
And it goes 100, well, it doesn't go 100 miles an hour.
No, it is. Relevant to speed and size or, whatever distance. It's something like 100 miles an hour. That's why you apparently have to close your eyes or something. It's like involuntary reflux.
Yeah, they say your eyes will pop out. Reflux.
I have acid involuntary reflux from sneezing.
Involuntary reflux. Not me. It's voluntary. I get this burning in my throat on purpose.
Welcome to a lifetime of ridiculications. That's not even a word.
No, acid refluxations.
I know, yeah, there you go. But yeah, that's funny. Yeah, the burp thing always got me. Like my kid, unfortunately, she'll burp. My wife too, my mother-in-law. They burp, and they don't say excuse me. Public, walking down an aisle, getting gas. Doesn't matter where they are, at home. I feel like it's almost obligatory to, unless I'm by myself, to say excuse me.
Oh, you would look silly if you did it when you were by yourself.
It's good practice, though.
Yeah, I guess.
But it's not necessary. But to the fact when some people, they just don't care. And it's like, it's not that it's not, I don't see it as rude. It's just, I don't know. It's like that self-acknowledgement that you're doing something that everyone else in the whole entire world does. But you're trying to diminish it a bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like,
you know what? I know we all do it, but I did it in front of all of you. Excuse me.
I've never seen a stand-up comedian on stage do his line and then just burp halfway through and play it off like it was nothing. No, you can usually control the burp. Matter of fact, now that you said that, I've never even seen a person stand up live sneeze at all. What if they have sneeze prevention?
Yeah, maybe your brain is just I need to do this instead of
sneezing. Oh, right, okay. But sneezes sometimes are involuntary.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's really interesting, now that I think about it.
Yeah. But do you ever notice, whenever, you're doing something that takes both hands, you start doing it, and now your hands are dirty because, you're breading chicken in the restaurant.
Right.
What happens? That your nose itches immediately.
Oh, you have to find another part of your hand that's not coated.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And you definitely can't get your elbow, not at my age anymore.
No.
But, yeah, usually the back of my wrist or my knuckle, if you're not hands deep in some shit.
And then you get mad at yourself if it doesn't work. You start punching yourself in the nose with the back of your wrist.
Good control, though, if you can just ignore the itch. It's it's just an itch.
Yeah.
I can do this. You
start pleading with your brain.
It's like a self-help in your mind. They're I can do this. You don't need to scratch your nose right now. I'm breading chicken.
That's it. I have to bargain with my self-conscious right now. All right, Rob. Listen to me. I don't ask you for much. I don't know why you're fucking with me right now with the tip. It's not the nose. It's the very tip of the nose,
or
too.
some weird place. For me, it's always my eyebrow, right? But not the inside, between the hairs on the inside of the eyebrow, and you just can't get it. So you have to rub until it hurts, and then now it hurts, so it doesn't itch anymore. Because actually, that's what an itch is. When you scratch something, you're actually causing damage to your skin. But whatever the nerves, it felt good. That's why some people compulsively itch or like psoriasis, stuff like that. But you think about it, like you have to make it hurt to not itch. That's stupid.
And you're like, well, now I'm in pain.
Yeah.
But at least I don't have to touch her every 5 seconds.
Right,
it
now,
just hurts
I
now.
can just deal with the pain because I don't have to itch pain. So not unless it's infected, then it doesn't matter what you're doing.
Excuse me. And then when you fart, I'm sorry. Now you're apologizing.
No, I'm going to tell you right now, the farting thing. I was going to touch on that, but I really didn't want to because there is no excuse for it. Like you can't get out of it.
Yeah.
Like even if you were somewhere and you sneeze, someone's like, "Oh, it's no problem."
Right.
You burp, you're like, "No, it happens to all of us." You fart, and everybody goes,
You could have walked away for a second.
You know, you could have held that in. You know, I mean, I may have, yeah.
Unless you're on a plane, you could have held that in till Denver.
But even the plane, you couldn't get to the bathroom because you got to fight that little aisle to get there, and then you just cropped us in the whole way. So now they know that you're the guy who just cropped us because you're the only person that went to the.
And the sky marshal's looking at you.
The steward went that way. You're going this way. The smell's coming this way. No, we're gonna put 2 and 2 together.
Now you start looking around like, who's the son of a bitch?
He who smelled it dealt it. That's why you never admit it. Never look around like you smelled it. You just ignore it. Like, you smell that? I'm sorry, sir.
Excuse me, are they making popcorn over there?
Do you smell that? The weather is nice today. Like, you just come up with something totally awful. And
Did somebody fart?
That's a good one. Cover a fart with a sneeze. Then now they have to say "bless you,"
and everybody forgot about
the fart.
Yeah, it's gone. That's old. That's old hat right now.
So this whole episode we went to body sounds.
Yeah, I guess, and they don't do that on TV shows either. But do you know what's really cool? Like back in the day, like Carol Burnett's show and stuff like that, they laughed their asses off, and it was real laughter, and they didn't edit it out. They really made each other, and they tried to ruin the other person's lines.
Yeah, even SNL, you'll see that every once in a while
Yeah.
when it's live, and that's my favorite part because it shows that they're people, and that comedians find other comedians funny.
And it makes you feel like you're part of it.
Yes,
in a way,
really
in a
does.
weird way.
You know what makes me think too? And you thought when you said that, Big Brother, right? Like they're talking about reality television. You saw that motherfucker sneeze, fart, burp. No, because it's edited. It's not real TV. It's not reality TV. They edit this shit. Of course they edit it. Otherwise, we'd be watching 72 hours worth of them making dinner and dropping shit on the floor and picking it up, or burping and farting, or how many times that bitch went into the bathroom. It's just the only place that doesn't have a camera. You're like, oh yeah, of course they edit,
But it's not reality TV anyway, because at the end of the show when they're doing this, writers, and there's like 100 writers.
Right. Why? Wait, you have writers on reality TV. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, don't make me ruin Survivor.
No. The very first Survivor was the only one I liked, and I think it was the fact that it was fresh, new. It was new and fresh to everyone. So, like, after the first one, now anybody who saw the show now knows what to expect. But the first Survivor, they were only explained what's going to go on. So these people are throwing on to the wolves, and you're like, ooh, this is crazy. And it actually kind of had a feel to it. But it was almost like the difference between the first season of Lost and the 6th season of Lost.
I watched the first few.
Oh, when you watched, I was a big Lost fan, and once you get to the end,
I didn't get to the end.
You unfortunately didn't miss a whole lot.
I know.
And it was sad, but those first couple of seasons, up to 3, I'd say, were like fucking compelling, right? And then eventually you just, it's like
boring.
You felt like they all just kicked their feet up on the desk and were like, fuck it, coattail off the ratings. Yeah. Because they're all watching it anyway. But, yeah.
Well, in Survivor, once the camera shut off, here come the barbecues.
Right. And look again, they're all eating coconuts and fucking plucking chickens, but the camera guys ain't. You don't think they're bartering away the foods that they had to the other people when the camera's not watching for favors and bullshit and all kinds of stupid shit?
It's a TV show.
I know.
Like American Idol.
Yeah.
Do you really think that...
At least they have talent. At least they're trying.
But there's hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people auditioning for the show all over the country. Yeah. And then somehow She Bang gets on. He was like one of the best.
Yeah. I don't think it matters so much about the talent at that point as the image with the talent, with the background. Like if you got some sad sob story background and you're a really good singer. I'm not trying to knock anyone because we all have a sad story. But the sadder that story is, doesn't matter if you're an adequate singer. It's like, no, put them on. They got a good story. They got a good ratings and blah, blah, blah.
And I know my entire family is watching me from heaven.
Yeah.
Just a lonely boy.
Yeah. They really play into that pity. And it's fine. It's cool. Hey,
Well, it is what it is.
You're getting your fame, you're getting your money, you're getting your opportunities. Go for it, I guess.
Yeah, and it sells a lot of
Still not
Coca-Cola.
reality TV.
Yeah. M&M sales go through the roof.
There is such a thing as reality TV, like those people that post their lives on the internet just 24/7. They have like 8 cameras around the house, and they don't even leave. Like they go to the store to get food and come back, but other than that, they just walk around their house recording, and people watch them all day long. Wow. That's as close as you get. But what do you trade for that? You trade everything, all of your privacy, obviously out in the bathroom, and some of them choose not to have the bedroom, right? You can keep out certain. But if I'm gonna go cook food, there's cameras watching me all the time, every moment.
And it's a live stream.
Oh yeah,
24.
Oh yeah,
wow.
And they have hundreds of thousands of people watching them. And then there's the Patreon angle that people are just dropping money to this guy so that he could, buy cool stuff and then like do stuff at home with it. You know what it literally is? It's like the fucking Sims.
Yeah.
We're basically they're the Sim. And
and people are like, what the hell is going on? Is this guy actually locking a child in a bedroom and then lighting the house on fire?
But at least it would keep you honest. I mean,
my Patreon is going through the roof. Here comes DCF.
Somebody swats him while he's at home. You can get that on live camera.
Oh my god!
You know what swatting is?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
That is insane.
It's a gamer thing. I didn't know if you knew what it.
And it happens like 400 times a year.
Yeah, I know.
And people get killed.
And dumbass fucking kids who think they're the shit when you can't see their face talking crap. The moment you get in front of them, all of a sudden it's cowering fucking tears for asking for mommy.
Yeah.
For those real world consequences, kids. Don't fucking swat someone. Are you insane?
And for those out there that don't know what swatting is, it's when people play a prank and actually have a SWAT team, the police SWAT team, show up to somebody's house.
Yeah. Usually a live streamer or a Twitcher or somebody live streaming something in a game. It usually happens with video games. And then someone kills them in a video game, and then while they're live streaming, they send a death threat or a kidnapping or something to that address or that person. It's terrible. But it's the extremes that people go to. But
and those of you out there that don't know what Twitch is, it's a live streaming where people have Tourette syndrome.
That is only partially true.
Well, it kind of is.
I mean, it's mostly true.
Hey, man, you killed me. SWAT team. SWAT team.
This guy's just got an angry tick, and his neck just keeps going to the right the whole episode. There's like 10,000 people watching. It's called Twitch. I mean, what did you expect?
Man, that would suck, man, having Tourette syndrome and playing one of those games.
Oh, good Lord.
I'm hiding behind the bush. Damn it.
Fuck, cunt, shit, ass.
I'm right behind you. Turn around and shoot me.
This podcast is not for children.
No, it's not. Especially the ones
young adults, maybe. I'd say 16 to 18 could probably get away with some of this stuff. I mean, we're vulgar, but we're not exactly raw.
Nah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Parents, chime in. Let us know how fucked up we are.
Yeah, right. Hey, I mean, some parents might be listening with their kids.
What made you think of that? Like, what was there a specific TV show you were watching or something specific where the thought came from?
I always noticed it. I never thought about it, but then I was listening to a podcast and people were like, yeah, and these people laughing this. I hate Jimmy Kimmel. It's so fake. And I'm like, yeah.
The fake laughter, yeah.
Yeah, and I start getting on board.
And
I'm like,
fake laughter.
Yeah, screw him.
Sucks.
I'm going to talk about it too.
Speaking of coattailing. Well, for me, it's the coffee cups. I told you. In every show. I can maybe a handful, less than a handful that I've seen where they actually had real liquid in the cup. When they're like, I bought you a coffee. And then it like tilts. I have a coffee in my hand, by the way. I don't think I ever not have a coffee in my hand. It tilts in some weird angle that a full coffee would do nothing but spill out that tiny little hole if they ever did it. And the way they hold it, like so nonchalantly. Like no one does that with a full glass of liquid. Even if it was water. You don't want it to spill, so you have a certain amount of reality in the water. And it drives me fucking crazy that they're all empty.
Yeah.
When they carry those 4 cups. We've talked about this, but it still bothers me. Yeah. Nobody carries 4 cups of coffee so nonchalantly like they're carrying around like air gel.
Unless you're a server. And you
not even.
Well, I could do 2.
But it's placed in those styrofoam things, and it's not like a tray. And if you tip one, and the whole thing goes, and the other side goes like a tray. No, nobody does it. They're empty, and it's annoying.
Oh my god!
And it's okay. I
mean, our first guest tonight, you may have recognized from such TV shows as Sneezing and Coughing.
Yeah, that's fun. It's good stuff.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, where can we go on that? What other angle?
Oh, let's see. Lots of stuff is fake on TV.
Itchy eyebrows. Not to tangent off of that, but you know what makes me laugh is like, we think about like people always talk about clean skin and skin regimens and all that. Do you know how much bacteria is on us? Like,
oh my God!
Like we're almost just as much bacteria than we are our own cells.
Yeah.
Let alone what's on top of our skin. In our eyebrows, everyone has tiny little mites, little arachnids living inside of our eyebrows, eating our dead skin.
Yeah, and they have to.
Thank God they do. Because they're part of that bacteria biome.
Right.
Now, if there's too many mites, you have an issue, a skin rash. You have too little mites, and your bacteria takes over, and then you have a skin rash. So that's why when that ecosystem, that crazy human outer skin biome is disrupted, then there's an issue. But no one ever thinks. I always wonder when my eyelid itches. I was like, was there too many mites on one area moving a hair, and that's what made me itch? Or was it my nervous system? Right. So like you don't know. You could. It's probably not the mites, but
or if your eyebrow gets itchy and you itch it, and like 10 million of them go flying up like now they're homeless.
Bob, my family.
Oh my God!
I feel bad. I have to like daintily scratch my eyelid just so that I don't kill off 27 mites.
Yeah, you just smashed 100 of their children into bloody messes. Now they got to clean them up. Yeah. You have stuff.
I wonder how many people out there would be like eyebrow mite deniers.
Eyebrow mite deniers.
Yeah, like flat earthers. Like, no, there's no way. I have no mites on my eyebrows. I am mite free.
All right, okay. Watch this. I'm gonna take a magnifying glass. I'm gonna put it in front of your stupid face, and I'm gonna show you. Where do you think these mites came from? Well, these are computer generated by NASA. They're mitestronauts.
Wow, you were really stretching it. That's pretty good. I'm wondering if you could actually go any further at this point.
I don't know. I mean, we did pretty good with the Humanicans. what was it? The Humanicans?
Moonikins.
The Moonikins.
Don't make fun of the Moonikins, man.
I know. Yeah, they could dance pretty good. They do the Moonikin walk.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But they do it forward, which makes it harder.
Yeah.
It's way harder.
Oh, man, it is hard to do it forward. You ever see people doing it forward?
But imagine, there's like a lot less gravity on the moon. So.
Yeah. 1/6. Bullshit.
Really stretching this out. I think we should probably call it on this one.
But okay, it was
no.
still
Do you have more to go with? I couldn't think of anything else.
No, I guess
the mic thing was just for fun because I didn't think you'd take off and run with it, but you did. So I'm glad I said it.
Well, pick something else. I just might.
There it is. He finished it.
My
on
God.
That note. No, I really didn't have anything else. I was stretching. It was a good one though.
Yeah,
it was a good one.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, I hope you sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Don't let the eyebrow mites bite.
Do you think they go to bed the same time you go to bed?
Are they up all night trying to clean up your fucking eye makeup? What about women that use makeup?
Oh
There's a bunch of like sparkly pink and blue mites on the fucking eyelashes and shit. And you're like, Bob, you got pink. He's like, you wear like a fuchsia today.
You should have seen me last night. I was in the strip club.
Had this fucking piece of glitter on me. It was the size of my back. I couldn't get it off. Itched all night.
Or if they use it like that foundation and they have like mummified.
They're kicked into the wall like stucco. Like
Han Solo.
Fucking Pompeii.
Other mites find them and put them in museums.
Han Solo. That's great.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah. We could go on forever, but I think we're going to call it.
Yeah, that's enough.
But thanks for listening to a lifetime of precipitation conversations. I am Dave. He's not going to say
it. He sure is.
But I did want to let everybody know we do have our brand new YouTube channel, A Lifetime of Conversations, where we're going to take select few episodes and start adding them as, just a secondary venue. Now, we won't have nearly the amount of our episodes in our library, but we're going to take a few that we kind of like, and we'll throw some video and fun memes and educational value to some of the crap that I talk about, and comedy value that Rob talks about, and a little bit of both.
Yep.
So if you'd like to join us, please do, and leave a comment. We would love to hear what you guys think. And if you have anything you want us to listen to, you can check us out at A Lifetime of Conversations at youtube.com.
Peace.